every breath I take all of my days. I will glorify your name.
Parents, welcome to another episode of The Journey, a podcast intended to educate, equip, and entertain you as we talk about important issues facing our families. PCA is a Christ-centered, biblically based, and family-focused community of committed believers doing life together. We hope the information you hear on this podcast informs and inspires you to be a better parent. Welcome to The Journey.
All right. Hey, parents, welcome back to The Journey. This is Dan Panetti. I'm in the kitchen area down at the PCA middle school, upper school area, and I've got Julie and Vinny, who are our Sage chefs. So super excited to have a time to talk to you guys about Sage because I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you.
I love Sage and all things about it. But I want our parents to know a little bit more because there might be either some new parents coming in and they're like, hey, what is this Sage dining? Or there's some parents, and I'll just say this, there's some parents who've heard from their son and daughter, right? And they're like, oh, Mom, Dad, there's nothing that I like there. Right. They don't have anything that I like. And I just want to put that rumor to rest. There is something here, right, for everybody, right? And it's fantastic quality food. Okay, so we're going to talk about all the different things that you guys bring to the PCA community. I'm thrilled that you guys are here. So let's just start with getting to know you guys a little bit, right? So Julie, Vinny, tell us a little bit about just kind of personal, professional background and how you kind of got here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been with Sage for 9 years.
Okay.
I started at TCA. And then I was over at Hockaday for 6 years. And then I got to have the opportunity to be a regional catering director for a year. So I got to travel all over the western region of Sage and just get to do a lot of fun things with schools. And that was great. And then I got to come here at Prestonwood. So that's been awesome. I've enjoyed my time here. Last year was great. Personally, I am married. I have a son who's 24 and a daughter who's 19. So our son went to DBU, and he is off enjoying life now. And our daughter is at Oklahoma State, and so she's about to be a junior. Yes. So we are empty nesters and just enjoying it.
We have kids the same age.
Yeah, we
and
do.
My oldest son, went to DBU. And our daughters just went and spent the summer, right, suffering for the Lord in Florida, doing a program called Kaleo. So, yes, Kaleo. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Yes,
That's
she
so
just
good.
Got back and had an amazing time.
That's so good.
Absolutely.
I love it. Yes, Vinny.
Very nice. Hello, Dan. So,
and welcome to the big boy table.
Yes.
I wish we could go back.
I am up.
Yes. When Vinny first sat down, he had a little chair.
Right.
It was kind of funny.
I was a little bit extra short.
Why do I have this chair? So anyway, you're here now.
So a little bit about myself. I am the youngest of 7 Italian children.
There you go. It's a good Italian family.
So, growing up, food was just kind of the focal point. I loved cooking with my mother, so that's kind of why I got in this whole business.
Yeah.
I'm coming up on 12 years with Sage Dining Services. I joined in November of 2012 as a sous chef over at Ursuline Academy in Dallas. From Ursuline, I took a director position at the Winston School. From there, I opened up one new account, Jesuit Dallas, that's also in that same area. Made my way over to St. Mark's School of Texas, and then over here to Prestonwood, and partnered with my friend Julie. So that's it, and decided to accept the chef role here, and love it. Love the community, love what we do, and excited for the upcoming year.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what you do, right? What is unique and special about Sage?
So, Sage Dining Services as a company, we are more than just a vendor. Our biggest pillar is being a part of the community and making that personal connection with the food. As we know, when you sit down and have a meal with someone, that's a chance to connect. Yeah. So that's really what we're all about on that pillar of things. The other point is just cooking food from scratch, making things from start to finish, from stem to stalk, being conscious of waste, and using every part that we can. The other thing I would add is just we focus on community favorites. So we survey the community. We do polls and things during lunch and throughout the year to figure out what the students are asking for, the faculty, the teachers, parents, and really try to build our menus around that.
Yeah.
The menu we built over this summer, I'm very excited about rolling out. Now that Julie and I have had a chance to team up and get some experience here at PCA over this past school year, we really have it in a rhythm, I'd say, for what to expect next.
I love it. Yeah, I'm super excited about it because, I mean, everything's been great. So if it gets any better, I'm just, yeah, I don't know how you go from a 10 above, right? It's like, it'll be an 11 next year.
Well, and the great thing about Vinny and I is me being the senior food service director and Vinny being the executive chef, that we are at both locations, lower school and middle school and upper school. And so we go back and forth, and we are overseeing both the kitchens, both the teams, we're writing both the menus. Any fun events we do at both locations, we definitely work together, managing both locations here on campus.
Well, tell us a little bit about the difference, right? Because you do
Yeah.
have a lower school kitchen, and the menu is going to be a little bit different, right?
Right.
With some younger students over there, and then you have the middle school, upper school over here. So give me a little bit about
Yeah.
what could I expect the differences to be if my son or daughter were going from 4th to 5th grade, right? And is it going to be different when they walk in? And the answer is, yeah, it's going to be a
Yeah.
little bit different over here.
Yeah, so lower school, we write a menu, and it's going to be, like you said, geared to students who are pre-K through 4th grade. So they're going to have a more limited menu option, but they're going to still have a lot of those favorites, mac and cheese, all of the yummy, delicious things that they enjoy. And so for our pre-K, we actually do a satellite line in the hallway, so they get hot, fresh food.
Okay.
And so the students come out in the hallway, and they get their meal from there. And then the rest of the students go into the gym, and they get to go through the line. And then we have a mini salad bar and deli bar for them, so they still get some fresh options.
Awesome.
We have half sandwiches, of course, in case somebody needs a little extra, and then some fresh fruit. And then we also do like a teacher line over there for them to have some options for the adults that maybe want something other than mac and cheese or chicken fingers for the day. And so we try to take care of everybody, as well as having some events over there, having some fun. And we got to get some time with the students last year doing some educational seasonings. We had a fantastic event. We set up a like farmer's market and got to have some different fruits and veggies and some grilled cheese. Vinny just got to have fun with different things over there. And we're going to have those scheduled throughout the semesters this year. So all of the grades are going to get to participate in that. Over here at middle school and upper school, you're going to have a little bit bigger menu. And those 4th transitioning into 5th are going to get to have a little probably more freedoms to decide what do they want to have. And we have 3 stations for them to choose, plus an additional called our freestyle station for our allergy free. And we'll definitely talk about that. That's something new and exciting this year. But they have an extensive salad bar and deli bar. We have panini presses, and they don't have that at lower school. So that's just going to be an opportunity to probably make a grilled cheese because that's what they enjoy doing most. And so just a lot of other options here that they get to have. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do hot dessert in the SLC, which is a crowd favorite. And so we've expanded on that this year. The hot brownies is definitely the winner. And then we put toppings out there for them to just enjoy that. So Thursdays and Tuesdays are popular during lunch.
Fun. So fun. Well, you did mention the allergies, right? I'm a parent. I've got a son or a daughter. They're gluten-free, they're dairy-free, they're all the different things. So when they come home, they say, hey, there's nothing there I can eat. The reality is there are things here because you guys take those into consideration. What does that look like? What are the things that are available for kids who might have some dietary restrictions?
Yeah, so Freestyle, we have been running that at lower school, and that is your top 12 allergy free. So if you're dairy free, soy free, if you're gluten free, we have written a menu to include all the top 12 allergies to be eliminated from that meal option. And so we are going to be having that here at middle school and upper school where the gluten-free station used to be. So then that way you have one spot that you can go and you feel that you're able to just eat safely at that station.
Love it.
And you don't have to, worry about something. So it really is more inclusive to a lot of students to help with that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, one thing I wish I knew what the menu was going to be for the week. And the reality is you can. If you're a parent and you want to know, or even if you're a student, right? You've got the Touch of Sage app, right? Tell me a little bit about what that app looks like and how I can use it.
So the Touch of Sage app was actually rolled out just a few years ago. It's available on the Play Store and the App Store for iPhones. This is pretty much your one-stop shop that you download it, you put in your email, create an account, From there, you'll put in the school zip code.
Yep.
And then you'll pull up both for Prestonwood, and you can toggle between upper and lower. You can view the menu. You can click on specific menu items and rate them. You can include a photo of your lunch that day on there. You can rate it 1 through 5 stars, which is what we use when we're building menus to see what are the highest rated menu items for Prestonwood. In addition to that, you'll be able to look ahead at what kind of special events we have for the month. You can contact Julie and I. Our contact information is on there. And there's also some pretty cool like newsletter stuff from Sage, culinary focused things that you can check out as well. But for me, I think the biggest feature is just being able to look ahead. There's an allergen filter on there as well, so you can filter for what you have an allergy to, and it'll gray those items out, and you'll be able to just quickly peruse and look at what you're able to eat that day. And you can also review the nutrition information for the food as well.
I love it. Now, you mentioned about contacting you guys, right? You can do it through the Sage app. You can do it email. You even said you have your cell phone number on there.
I do.
What's it like when a parent contacts you, in terms of, how do you respond, right? I mean, what does the conversation look like? Because I know parents... sometimes they hear things and they don't really know. I know we've talked about the whole idea is like, hey, parents, you're more than welcome to come
Absolutely.
up here,
Yeah.
right? And to eat and to walk through the line and to try it out and things like that. And so I think sometimes when parents only hear their son or daughter's perspective, it's like you might want to go get a different perspective and actually see it for yourself. So
parents are always welcome to email me directly or reach out and call us. We are happy to visit. We're happy to talk through any concerns that they have. First of all, we want to hear that. We want to know what your experience is. And then we want to see how we can what we need to look at. Is there something we need to take away from that? Do we need to adjust anything? We want this to be a positive experience for everybody. But I also would love the opportunity to share and educate on what we do here and all of our options that we have here. And so I think it's just a good opportunity for us to have a great conversation. But we're always happy to talk to anybody who feels that they need to reach out.
Yeah, I love it. Favorite thing to make, not that the students like, but like, what's your favorite thing to make that you guys produce here? Because I'll say this, my favorite thing is your soups. Okay, so you have usually, and this is middle school, upper school, you usually have 2 soups. One has meat, one doesn't.
Right.
And usually one of the soups, right, is like insane, incredible, right? So I'm like, I like this one, I don't like that one, but I have 2 options. So I'm telling you, your soups are insane. And so when I mention that to the students, they're like, well, I don't like soup. I'm like, have you tried it? No. I'm like, I don't understand, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, but I love soups, and I love your salad bar. Right. So the rest of the menu you guys put out, fantastic, wonderful, but your salad bar is so good. And I did mention your salad dressings, right? You guys make your own salad dressings.
Absolutely.
And I'm a huge fan of Chick-fil-A's creamy salsa, right? And you guys do like a Chipotle ranch here that's
Correct.
better than theirs.
Oh, well, thanks.
I'm just going to tell you right now. It's better than theirs, okay? But you also threw something out the last year, which is called like a green goddess.
That's correct.
And I was just over there drinking it. Right? Didn't even put it on my
It's
salad.
delicious.
Just drank it. It was so good.
Yes.
So you guys are always kind of doing new things,
Yeah.
exciting things, and I love that because every day you come down, unless you're looking at the app, which I don't look at the app because I just want to come down here and be excited about what's here.
See it all.
But I know a bunch of people who do. Right? It's like, oh, we're having this today, or we're having this Tuesday, and it's like, oh, okay, that's awesome. But tell me, what's like your most favorite thing that you guys produce that you enjoy cooking?
I don't know if there's like a one thing, but I do like to introduce some new foods that I think the kids might be interested to try. So we did a bao bun and the pork belly bao, and nobody knew what it was, and they were all very interested of like, what is that? What does it look like? And the texture and all of that. Now we have students requesting, when are we going to have that again? They would take one, and then soon it was like they came back for 4, and they are now requesting some of those things that they were skeptical to try. And I think that's the fun thing of what we do is just really introducing them to something that they wouldn't maybe try, but now they're excited about it.
I think that's one of the coolest things. It's like, if you don't know what it is, try it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Try it. You may never, it's like, oh, that's my favorite thing. Awesome. Or I don't like it. Great. Move on to something else. But try it. I
Yes.
love that.
Yeah.
Vinny, do you have anything that you enjoy making?
Honestly, so I would say One of Sage's concepts is right behind us. It's called Crossroads. It's like a kind of food truck fair in a sense.
Yep.
It's usually bundled in a basket. Food like that is my go-to outside of work. So it's always really fun to make here on site as well. I came from the restaurant industry prior to cooking in high volume like this. So kind of reminds me of having to like push out individual portions of things, which is fun for us. I'd say the other thing is, Julie here likes to keep me on my toes, so she'll have feedback from the community or just ideas, and that's where me and the team kind of get together and try to come up with a plan of attack to make it happen. Best example is we started doing homemade chicken tenders last year. Not only was it a better product, but we were able to just do it more efficiently, and we made this.
And they were really good.
So now it's a thing. We don't use any convenience chicken tenders anymore. We make them all in-house from scratch.
And some
every
yummy
time.
sauces to go with it. And we do our Cane's copycat version or
Yeah, we
Chick-fil-A
try to-
copycat version.
Try to mimic some familiar restaurants in the area.
It was really good. Hey, one of the things you guys do that doesn't mimic other restaurants, right, is your vegetables. Now, and when I say this, I know I got kids rolling their eyes. And I don't need vegetables,
Right.
but I have parents, right? Because that's what this is—a parent podcast.
Yeah.
And parents, it's like, listen, if you can get your son and daughter to start to try to eat vegetables, this is a great place because your vegetables actually taste really good, right?
Yeah, we steam them and
yes,
saute
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean. Here's the deal. Brussels sprouts. You guys make Brussels sprouts.
yeah.
They actually taste good.
Yes.
So if people say, well, I don't like something, right? I'm always like, well, did you try it? And if you haven't liked it in the past, well, maybe try Sage's because theirs actually taste really good.
Right, and they don't have to commit to a certain portion. If
Sure.
they want to try something,
Try
hey,
one.
can I have one piece? And
Yep.
that's the beauty of what we do with Sage and having our team serve you guys as a community is that it's all customizable. They can do anything they want pretty much, and that's awesome.
Well, one of the other things you guys do really, really well is just special events. Right, when we have some different things that are coming up, you guys like to do, right? Some events, right? Whether it's for seniors, a special day, or it's for hey, the start of baseball season, we're having hot dogs. I mean, you guys enjoy doing that, and that's always fun from our community standpoint. Is just kind of seeing what's going on out there. So, Julie, tell us a little bit about the special events.
It's just a fun way to make lunch fun, right? And so it's a good break in the day for our students. They're working hard, they're studying, especially when they have a lot going on at the end of the year. And so we just like to really look at the calendar and we plan it out. And we already have this year planned out, and then we build on that. And so, like for Welcome Back, it'll be decorated for them. That we're excited to see the students. We're glad that they're back. And then we'll kick it off with Dr. Goddard's birthday in the month of August, and we'll have a birthday party within the first couple weeks. And then we definitely look at the school year, and we've done like the state fair, and we've done baseball opening day where we did the cookout outside. We do a lot of different fun events, the holidays, celebrate Thanksgiving as a community together, and having Thanksgiving meal here. So it's just an opportunity that we're all here a family at PCA, and we're just having those moments together. And it really is, it's fun. It's what keeps Vinny and I having fun doing what we do. And that's why we started doing music during lunch and just kind of lighten it up and let everybody just relax for those 25 minutes and just have a good time. And it's great to see the students and the community all come down together, and it's just a great opportunity together.
Well, here's the deal. I know it's a lot of work. Okay, I mean, because I'm feeding a family of 6, and it's a lot of work. I'm not feeding a family of 1,500 kids. So you guys do an incredible job. I just wanted to thank you. From our perspective of PCA and our community, you guys have made it not just enjoyable to have lunch, but I know it's nutritious and delicious, and you guys make it fun. So thank you so much. Thanks for the time, just to come and share. And again, if parents, 2 things, right? One. If you have any issues that you want to talk to you guys about, reach out. And the other thing is remind your kids to try it.
Yep.
Right? Don't come home and complain about something that you haven't tried. Right? If they come home and say there's nothing there, if they come home and they say don't like whatever, the next question should be, well, did you try it?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
We have lots of choices.
Lots of choices. It's really, really good. The chocolate milk is still the best in the world. Right. It's insane. Right. So, I mean, even if you just had that, that'll fill you up. It's so good.
Yeah.
But you guys do such a great job. I'm just excited for this next year
Thank you.
and seeing what you guys
thank
do.
you very
And you
much.
do it really, really well. So
Well,
thanks for your
thank you.
time.
Thanks for your time. We appreciate this.
You got it.
Thank you for investing the time to listen to this episode of The Journey. Please take a minute to share with friends and family who will also benefit from this valuable resource. And don't forget to rate and review this podcast on your favorite podcast app. It is truly our blessing and honor to walk with you on The Journey.